Hello and welcome to Hosting How To. My name is MJ, and today we're going to cover how to extract stats, particularly for downloads, from AWStats. Today we're going to be using Hostgator. The first thing you'll want to do is to open up your Hostgator control panel. I'm going to click Login. Once you are logged in, you will scroll down to AWStats and click on that. Once you're in AWStats, you will select the domain you would like to work on. In my case, it's howtostartastartup.co. You click View. Once we're in there, you'll select the month that you want to work on. In my case, it's the month of February. So I'll click on February. Click OK. And this window shows me all of the stats for February. You can see my number of unique visitors, number of visits, etc. But what I really care about is the number of downloads for my podcast or MP3 files. So I'm going to scroll down to the download section, and you can see that this right here only shows the top 10 of the total of the out of these. I'm sorry, there's more than 10 though. There's 42. So actually click on Full List to see the entire list of files, and now you can see all of the files here. What AWStats does now allow you to do is easily tabulate the full number of downloads that these have gotten in this window. So you're actually going to have to go through and manually do that, or you can use this method that I'm about to show you. You'll come down here to the bottom right, click and hold the left mouse button next to the 3.36 MB or whatever that says on your screen, and drag all the way up to the top, making sure to include this top row that has the headers in it. So that where it says downloads, you want to make sure you highlight that as well. And then you'll say right click and copy. Next thing you want to do is open up a notepad and paste all that information in the notepad. Do not change anything here. This is just a transition between AWStats and Excel. So you want to select everything in Notepad and click right click and copy that. And then you open up an Excel window. In the Excel window, you'll select the first box here, and you will right-click and paste. And this will paste the information. Now, when you paste it, you'll notice that it's off because there's a blank field here. So all you'll do is below where it says Downloads, you'll select all those fields all the way down to the bottom. Right-click, delete, and shift cells left. And now you can see that they all line up. First thing I want to do is to make the top header row bold. And next, since these have kind of cut this row off, you'll actually just hover over like you're going to change the row size, but if you just double click there, it will auto size to the largest section in there. So you can do that with all of these rows. You can see it auto fit all of those. Now what you'll want to do is, I don't care about bandwidth and average size of my downloads. You may, but so you can leave those if you want, but I don't, so actually I delete those. Once deleted, we have most of the information we want. There's still a few things that we don't really care about, like for instance, I only care about the MP3s. I don't care about the video downloads or these other files that aren't the primary podcast files. So I'm actually going to select these bottom sections down here and delete those as well. So now I've pruned this down to the information that I really care about, which is the exact file downloaded, the number of hits in 206 hits, and we're going to combine those together to get a more or less an accurate number of downloads for that. The difference between hits and 206 hits is hits are full downloads, so the download completed 100%, they download the entire file. 206 hits are partial downloads of the file. This may have happened because the user began downloading the file to their phone, stopped for some reason, came back later and their phone finished downloading it. They may be playing it through a web player and maybe skipping through it, and it may only be downloading parts of the file in the web browser. But for our purposes here, we're going to count 206 hits as a download as well. So then we're going to create another header here called total DLs. That'll be for total downloads. And we will simply highlight starting from left to right over into the total DLs by holding on the left mouse button and dragging across, and then click Auto Sum. That will add those two values together, and now if we highlight this field and drag it down, it will perform the same action on all the other rows. So now we've got auto sums for all the other rows, and we can see our download totals. Now, if you want to sort them in some sort of an order, then you'll click up here in the upper left, and that will select the entire sheet, and you'll go to Sort and Filter, Custom Sort. Make sure you check this box. This is very important. My data has headers, because then it won't count this top row, which we don't want it to. And we will say sort by total downloads, and sort by values, and sort by smallest to largest. You could do largest to smallest if you like. Click OK. And now we can see our least popular to our most popular podcast for that month. Lastly, if you want a total of all of your downloads, you can simply highlight that entire row down to an empty space, click Auto Sum, and see your total downloads for the month of February. 202,000. That's not too bad. Alright, thanks for watching. Make sure if you're signing up for Hostgator that you use the code HOWTO25. That's code HOWTO25. And we'll get a little piece of that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.